Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing well and staying safe, enjoying whatever you're doing. I also, been sharing some content, especially based on The Secret lately. And I hope you have been finding those valuable. Do share in the comments if you have been able to put those into practice. So it's the final one, the final video of the secret summaries. And I did mention this in my last video that I really love these, and that the book is simple but yet so powerful. And I'm very happy that I took time to share these with you guys, which gives you a chance to really get the main points from the summary that you can use to include in your life. So without further ado, I want to get into today's content, and it's called tapping into your inner power. And before we dive in, I just want to say thank you for watching, for sharing, for subscribing. If you are first time here, welcome to my channel. It's all about wisdom, coaching, some vlogging, some adventure, and I want to share my journey of personal growth and becoming a life coach with you guys, with the hope that it will bring some value to you and help inspire some change that you might want to take in your life. Okay, so like I said, tapping into our inner power. And to kick it off, we always talk about our inner child, our inner power, this inner spirituality, or this strong voice we have within. And as much as some of us know this very well, sometimes we choose to ignore it. And why are we doing this? Now, I hear a lot of people argue that, sometimes our intuition can be wrong, sometimes it can be right. And basically, that intuition is kind of your inner power, your inner voice, your inner calling, your strong connection. Whenever you connect with someone or something, when you really resonate. So to kick this off with, the fourth point they mentioned from the summary, as you guys know, I'm sharing the notes from the books and relating to how I have incorporated into my life. All right, so the first one says you get to fill the blackboard of your life with whatever you want. Now, the blackboard of your life. The blackboard of your life is basically that canvas, right? And it's what we want to put on there. Do we want to put on the not so good things, or do we want to put things on what we are passionate about, or what we really want to do in our life? Do we want to make a difference? Do we want to paint? Do we want to become a singer, a dancer, an artist, whatever? It's what you put on that blackboard of your life is what really is going to manifest and create into your life, of course. Okay? The only thing you need to do is to feel good now. And we talk about the past, the present, and the future. And emphasis is always being placed about the present. If we keep sulking on the past and keep being too anxious about the future, then we're losing the gift itself right now. Like, I have a question for you. How many of you, like, I've just received my certificate, or I've just received this award? I'll share one instant from me, actually, and this is real. So I received this award from Coaching Minds as rising coach, and what happened is that I was supposed to be happy. I was supposed to be grateful for in that moment. But because I was too fixated on my problems and some things that happened a few days before that, I didn't let that happy moment engulf me. I didn't allow myself to feel it. I didn't live in that present moment. And I was grateful, but I wasn't feeling it. And gratefulness has to be felt. And I was saying I'm grateful, but I know I wasn't, because I was too fixated in the past and what happened to me. So then there's one real example I'm telling you about. So what can we do? Like, we all go through problems, situations, circumstances that will affect our life. What can we do to start to be more present and feel good in that moment, even when we are, we're stuck, or we are upset about something is bothering us? How can we shift those emotions, those thoughts? And remember, we always talk about the thoughts. It starts with the thoughts, and when you fuel information, you give it information. It's like adding fuel, gas to the fire, so it's going to flame up more. And that's what I was doing. We all make mistakes, right? I'm not perfect. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am not perfect. And this what happened to me. So, but I felt grateful after a few days. I did actually felt really grateful for what I had received. But the point is that to feel good now, not feel good later on. When you achieve something, when you experience something, feel good now, because that's when. The next one I want to talk about is the time to embrace magnificence in now. So it's very important for us to embrace magnificence, and this is very similar to feeling good in the now. So when you actually feel it, experience it, feel it, feel good about it, and do things that will amplify it, that would expand, that would explode. What are the words I'm looking for? But what I'm trying to say, feed off that energy, feed off that magnificent moment, that now moment, than letting it sit and crying over something that happened maybe 2 hours ago or 2 days ago. The other one we want to move on is, we are in the midst of a glorious era. As we let go of limiting thoughts, we will experience humanity's true magnificence in every area of creation. So, our limiting thoughts, they've always been there, there will be there, we can't get rid of them. They will come up, they will pop up, they will say, I am the boss sometimes. But it's how we manage those, is how we protect ourselves from letting them, those limiting thoughts, overtake or overdrive our bigger why, or our goal that we are working towards. And I'm going to be very vulnerable here. I've had some really limiting thoughts lately, and that is because of some circumstances that took place. And yeah, it happens, and I had to really pull myself together, and with the help of others believing in me, and being very supportive, reminding me of my worth and what I can do, helped me get back on track, help me get rid of those, manage those limiting beliefs and not let them take control over me. So don't let those limiting thoughts control over you, because when we allow them to go and focus on more of what is good to us or what is making us feel good, then we are experiencing the true magnificence of the now, of the well-being, or the present moment, right, of this said creation, like they said. And the next one, they went on to say, do you want to love? If you don't know what brings you joy, ask what is your joy. And how powerful is that? If you don't know what brings you joy, then ask yourself. And this might take a few minutes. Take a pen, a paper, if you feel comfortable with that, and start to map out what brings you joy. Start to write down those things. What makes you happy, and not only write them down, do more of them. If it's gardening that makes you happy, if it's doing something adventurous makes you happy, if it's coaching that makes you happy, or helping another, or being kind, do more of that, what brings you joy. And they said, as you commit to your joy, you will attract an avalanche of joyful things, because you are now radiating joy. So as you commit to these things, like for being kind to another person, you are attracting an avalanche of joyful things. And we always, on one of my videos, I'll link it somewhere there, somewhere, I never get it this right, somewhere up there it's gonna be, but the importance of kindness without expectations. And when we are being kind to another person, whether it's a stranger or someone we know, we should not expect anything in return. Too often we think that, I should get this back, but no. When we give, we give from a heart space, and we don't have any or expect, and it is an obligation that you need to give me back, because I gave you. No, it will come back in its own way. Just do that act of kindness and let it go. Let it radiate. Let people get inspired by it, right? And like it says, it's going to radiate back to you in so many ways, and unexpected ways, that you will not realize. So we need to stop focusing on giving and taking rule, and if I give you, then I should take, or if you take, I should give. We need to stop that nonsense. At least that's my perspective. If you disagree, please share. I will love to hear what your take is on this. And finally, they're saying that now that you have learned the knowledge of the secret, what you do with it is up to you. Whatever you choose is right. The power is all yours. Because that's when you really want to experience it. Experience the now. Okay? The next step, they said, the more you use the power within, the more power you allow to draw through you. So again, we're talking about the inner power and how we can start to control it rather than letting it control us. Like, for example, use the inner power, like, not control, but let it guide us. Guide us, not we should control, but let it guide us to the signs, the circumstances, whatever is being placed in front of us. Let's use that inner power to really let it manifest, let it emanate, let it expand. So now basically you have read the entire book in through these videos, and having the main points in your life which you need to. There's some fantastic stories there. Unfortunately, I couldn't do those. I'll have to read them out like as I'm reading stories. But I hope you find, some value in this. And if you want to watch the rest of the videos from the secret summaries, then it's in the playlist and I can link it in this video below. So please go check that out, learn what the secret is. And, like they said, it's what you choose to do with these practices. Do you just listen to me and you don't put anything in practice? You don't have to put everything in practice. Perhaps you can start living in the now, being grateful for the now. Perhaps you can just do 2 or 3 things that brings you joy or you feel happy about. So it's all up to you how you use these. I just want to share, and you can let me know if you like this type of content or you enjoy, everything that is being shared and you got some benefits by hitting the subscribe button, the like button, and share this with anyone who you think might benefit from it as well. And drop me a comment and let me know how you find this. Okay, I'll see you in my next one. Take good care of yourself. Bye. Sending lots of love.